So they began to make some noise. And Ezekiel sees them begin to rattle together. He begins to hear them clanging together. He begins to hear the music of the bones coming together. He begins to see them moving around in the valley. And one thing you need to understand about a valley is there is no water in the valley. So imagine, all of us in this room have water in our systems. We have water in our bodies. We cannot live without water. We can go without food, but you cannot go without water. It takes water to even make the bones come together. Isn't it a miracle that God would speak to the bones where there was no water? Ah, yes, God. And they begin to come together. What I want to say to you is that you might not see any water where you are. You see nothing but dryness. But even in the midst of the dryness, there's going to be a noise that's made. In the midst of the dryness, you're going to begin to hear the bones move. In the midst of the dryness, you're going to begin to see life come into your dead situation. In the midst of the dryness, you're going to begin to see life come forth. In the midst of the dryness. Hallelujah. And then Ezekiel says, now what? And God says to them, he says to Ezekiel, listen, you prophesied to the bones and they came together. And Ezekiel says, God, but there's no breath in them. They were just merely skeletons. In order for a skeleton to have life, they must have breath. In order for a skeleton to have life, they must have skin and muscles and tissue. But I want to focus on the breath, because it is with the breath that we breathe. It's with the breath that we inhale and exhale.